In this episode, we will take a look at a truly disturbing Japanese urban legend called TEKE TEKE. The legend takes place in the years after World War II. A female office worker in Mororan, Hokkaido, was assaulted and raped by American personnel, which led her to leaping off a bridge onto the railroad tracks. She was hit by an oncoming train, and the forceful impact cut her body in half at the waist. Because the night was so cold, her blood vessels contracted, which prevented blood from bleeding out too quickly. For several minutes, she was suffering, squirming and wriggling about for help. She somehow managed to crawl all the way to a nearby train station where she was spotted by a station attendant. One might think the attendant would try to help, but instead he just covered her with a plastic tarp. She died a slow and painful death. Now, according to legend, 3 days after hearing this exact story, you will eventually see the ghost of a woman with no lower half. The ghost is that of the same woman who was sliced in half by the train. She will try to catch you, but trying to escape is impossible, even in car, as she can crawl at speeds of up to 150 kilometers per hour. So why is she after you? Well, some say she is searching for her missing legs. Others say she is angry at humanity for not helping her when she was dying, which has led to her slaughtering as many people as she can. According to some versions of the legend, if she catches up to you, she will ask you a riddle. If you answer correctly, she may just let you live. But if you answer incorrectly, she will tear you in half and steal the lower half of your body. In order to have a chance of survival, this is what you must do. She will ask you, "Do you need your legs?" To this you must reply, "I need them right now." Then she will ask you, "Who told you my story?" To this you must reply, "Kashima Reiko," which means mask, death, demon, ghost, accident. The TEKE TEKE gets her name from the sound that she makes from running about with her arms, creating the distinctive TEKE TEKE sounds, from which she gets her name. Perhaps the most famous story regarding a TEKE TEKE encounter revolves around a young boy who was leaving his school one evening when he heard a noise somewhere behind him. When he looked back, he saw a beautiful girl sitting at a window. He found this to be odd, as it was an all-boys school. The girl had her arms propped up on the windowsill and was staring at him. She then smiled at him and started hugging herself so that she was holding her elbows. Suddenly, she jumped out the window and landed on the ground. The boy, in absolute horror, realized that she was missing her lower half. She then chased him down, but he was unable to move, absolutely frozen by sheer fright. Within seconds, she took out a scythe and cut him in half. Now, since I just told you the story of TEKE TEKE, you should expect to see her in 3 days. If you do, remember to answer her riddle correctly. Good luck.